Hello everyone, this is part 2 of the video on how to create drawing sheet in Autodesk Inventor. In this particular video, we will be bringing in the assembly drawing and we will be labeling all the different parts of the assembly. Then also we'll be creating our part list. Then lastly, we would edit our title block. If you're interested in this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends. Let's get started. To start with, I will open my drawing environment by coming up to the new button and I'll click on drawing. This will take me to the drawing environment where I have my default borderline and my title block. Then next, I will go to base. Under place view, I will go to base. Then I have this icon which will allow me to select the particular assembly that I need. So this takes me to my folder where I have all my pattern and assembly. Then I need to bring in this particular assembly. So I'll click on open to bring it in. Now I will customize this to suit what I need. Now to do that, I will first change it from front view to an isometric view. Then next, I will make sure I select shaded view in combination with hidden line removed. Then next, for my label, I would rename this as isometric view. I will make sure I toggle label visibility. I'll click on toggle label visibility to make this visible on my screen. Then lastly, the scale. I'll look for a convenient scale. 1:1. Okay, I think 1:1 is good for me. I want it to be very large. 1:1. So you can actually choose any scale that suits your needs. But for me, 1:1 is fine. Then I will choose OK. On my screen now, you can see showing the assembly. Now, this is in a 3D form, but I want it to be in isometric. So to edit that, I will double click on the view. You can see the faint border, the faint red border around the assembly. So I'll double click on it. So this will take me back to the option. So for this option, I'll remove shaded. I'll remove shaded, then OK. So now you can see, now I have the drawing in isometric, looking completely like an isometric drawing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to label the parts of this assembly. So to do that, I will go to annotate. To the far right, I have an option called balloon. There are actually two methods of adding labels. Number one is the balloon method. Number two is the auto balloon. But I'll be doing it manually using the balloon. So I select balloon, then I'll click on the particular component I want to work on. I want to work on this component, so I'll select it. Okay, okay also. Then I'll be able to bring in the labels. So click, left click, then right click, continue. Okay, I have the pasting pin, so I'll select that also. Left click first, then right click, click on continue. Then also there is a ring here. There is a ring here. So I'm going to select it, click on it, left click, right click, continue. Next, I want to label the connecting rod. So I will left click to drop it. Then I will right click and click on continue to finalize dropping it. Then now we have the crankshaft. So I will click again, then left click to drop it, right click and click on continue to finalize it. Then now the pasting connecting rod cap, left click, right click, click on continue. So now I have been able to bring out the label. So you would observe that it is labeling about 4 components is being labeled as 111. Okay, the reason why this is happening is because of the method by which I was able to create this final assembly. I had to create a sub assembly first before bringing in the sub assembly into the final assembly. So all the components of the sub assembly is being labeled as 1. So I'm going to edit this. So to edit this, I'll first click on escape on my keyboard to terminate the use of my balloon. I'll click on escape. Then now to edit, I will double click on the labeling and override this one. I will now name this as 2. Okay, so do the same thing for others. Override, name this as 3. Okay, so I will continue the editing. So I'm going to edit the initial labeling to what I want. So 4, 5, and 6. Override 6. Okay. All right, good. So I've been able to relabel it. Now, next thing for me to do is I'll bring in my part list. So while still on annotate, go to the far right, you will see part list. So click on part list. A box appears, a dialog box appears. So click on select view. Then I can select the particular view of which I want my part list. So I select the view, then I click on OK. So automatically my path list appears, which I can drop at a convenient point. Now, if you observe the path list, you would also observe that we have three components, 1, 2, 3. Now, you can see crank sub assembly. So that is because this is a sub assembly. So this sub assembly, then two other parts that makes up what I have here. So I'm going to have to edit this my path list. I'm going to edit this my path list. So to edit my path list, I will double click on the path list. So I have 6 labeling, so I need 3 more. So I'm going to right click, select right click, insert custom paths. So I need one more, I need 2 more, insert custom paths, then one more, insert custom paths. Now I have 6 items. So now I can also edit the text. I can also edit the text here. So apply, okay. So now you can see now it has been updated to contain 6 parts. So based on my adjustment that I have here, so you can have as many parts that you want. So now I have to now label this properly to suit what I want. Now this is my piston. Number one, I want number one to be my piston. Number one to be my piston. So I'm going to note that piston. So number 2 to be my piston ring. Number 2 is my piston ring. Number 3 is my piston pin. Piston pin. Number 4 is my connection rod. So I'm taking note of the new labelings that I have. Then number 5 is my crank shaft. Number 6 is my connecting rod cap. So I'm going to now adjust this labeling here. So I will double click again to edit. So item number 1 should be my piston. So I'm going to adjust the labeling. Number 2 is my piston pin. Number 3 is number 2 is my piston ring, not piston pin. Okay, so I'll just copy this to use it later. Piston ring. Number 3 is my piston pin. Number 4 is my connecting rod. Number 5 is my crankshaft. Number 6 is my connecting rod cap. Okay, so now if you have other descriptions you want to add to the labeling, so you can always put that also here. You are free to edit this. Then now as regards the quantity, so you might want to edit the amount of quantity that you want, the amount of quantity. So because I have 4 cylinders, so my piston head, okay, let me rename this as piston head. So my piston head is 4 because I have 4 is a 4 cylinder crankshaft. So 4 of this, so 4 of piston ring 2, 4 of piston pin 2. So piston pin also is going to be 4. 4 connecting rod 2. Then crankshaft is 1, connecting rod cap is also 4. So I'm able to edit this. So based on what I want, then description, you are free to add additional description on the parts that you want. So apply, okay. So now you can see based on my changes, I've been able to edit this. So now the 4 piston head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 piston pin, 4 connecting rod, 4 connecting rod cap. So based on what I want in the entire assembly. So now I've been able to label and bring in my part list. Then one observation that you would have, you will see that my text is looking small compared to the drawing, to the isometric drawing. the text and the labels and the part list are looking small. So I'm going to, okay, to do this, I'll go to manage style editor. I'll click on style editor. Okay, then on in this box that appears, I'll go to standard, default standard. So for default standard, I'll change the units to millimeter. I'll change the unit to millimeter. Then I'll save the changes. I'll also go to dimension, default ANSI dimension. I will also change this to millimeter also. Save the changes also. Then next, I'll go to text. Under text, I'll go to note text. Then I would change the text height from 3 to 8. Also, I would like to change the text color. So I'll change the text color. I'll pick this bright blue text. Then okay, then save my changes. So when I did that, okay, the text is looking super big. Okay, why is it looking super big? I'm going to check that. I'll go to style editor once again. Okay, okay. I go to my text, note text, under text, note text. I notice I'm seeing 203 here, 203 millimeter, which is very big. So I'm going to change this back to 8, save and continue. Okay, all right. So now I can see my text is now looking better. It's looking more visible. It's looking more sizable in comparison to the isometric drawing. So I'm going to leave it like that. So now also I noticed that my labels is looking more compressed. So I'm going to adjust this label by adjusting, resizing it. Okay, I'm going to make it look much more better. Okay, so I can reposition. I can reposition the label. I can reposition the label to make it look better. Or better still, maybe I should just take it up. Let me take my labels up. Okay. Then I might need to adjust my labelings here so it doesn't intercept my labels. Okay, all right. Okay, much better. So we can always adjust this. Okay, all right, good. Okay, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. So I'm able to adjust the size of the labels and also my part list. The size of the label and my part list is now much more visible. Then lastly, for this drawing, okay, title block. I need to adjust my title block. But before I adjust my title block, I would like to add a text here. So I'll go to annotate text. So I will click on where I want the text to be. I click, then I want isometric drawing. I want this to be in black. So I'm going to change the color to black. I'm going to change the color to black. Then I want the size to be, let me try 12. Okay. All right, good. 12. Okay. I think I want to increase the size. I'll double click, select it, and change it to 18. I want it to be pretty big. Okay. All right, cool. So I can drag this to reposition it. So isometric drawing. All right, so I'm able to label it there. Or, okay, instead of labeling it here, I might just want to put it on the title block. So, okay. Oh, let me just call it isometric view. Isometric view. Okay. All right. Let me leave it like this. So now, lastly, I would like to adjust my title block. You can see my title block is blank, is empty, and it's also looking small. So I'm going to adjust that. So to adjust the title block, you come over to your model tree, So you will see title block. You see this title block sign and see large. Right click on it and edit definition. So now this will take you to your title block where I can edit my title block. Now here you would observe that there are two categories of text. There are some text that have this angle bracket. Like here you can see company is having angle brackets, open, close angle bracket. Part number is having open, close angle bracket. Now look at this DWG number, drawing number is not having angle brackets. So you will notice these two categories of text. Some are having angle brackets, some are not. Now look at this for instance. You can see checked is not having angle brackets, while checked by is having angle bracket. Now what you are going to edit is those text having angle brackets. Those are the ones you're going to make changes to. So for instance, company is having angle bracket, I'm going to edit it. Title is having angle bracket, I'm going to edit it. This one that does not have angle bracket, we are going to leave it. Now, so for company, I will double click to edit. Make sure you delete it completely, then replace it with the new text. Rema card tutorials. I want it to be in black. Okay. All right. So you can see it has been replaced. Check date. Creation date. So make sure you delete the creation date and replace it with your new text. So 23rd 10/25. I'm gonna just change the color to black. All right, you can see the changes has been done. Then title of my drawing sheet, delete this completely. Isometric drawing of crack assembly. Okay, change this. Okay, I want this particular text to be a bit bigger. So let me try it. Then I'm going to change it to black. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, good. I want this to be big. So by doing that, you can make changes that you want. Auto engineer. Okay, engineer. Okay, Johnson. Let me just put any name. Johnson. What name can I just use? Johnson creation or Johnson Benson. No, I'm just putting any name. Okay, I want this to be in black. Okay, okay. So you can make all your edit sheet number. So for sheet number, okay, you can see this is having tag, it's having a angle bracket, this is not. So sheet number, I'll call this sheet number one of maybe one of five or one of six. So one sheet out of six sheets altogether. So you can see this has been adjusted. What else will I also want to adjust? Check dates and engineer approved. No, you can make all the changes to your edits, to your title block based on what you want. Manufacturing approved dates. No, make all the changes that you want. Okay. Then once you are done, finish sketch. Yes, save it. Now you can see now. So based on the changes that I've done, you can see the changes that has been made. But one thing I still observe is that my entire title block is looking small compared to the entire drawing. So to adjust this to make it a bit bigger, I'll go to ANSI large, right click, edit. I'll select the entire text and drawing. Then I'll click on scale. Base point for the scale, I'll just click on a point here. Yes. Then scale factor 2. I'll use 2. That means it's going to be 2 times bigger. Apply, done. Then finish sketch. Save changes. Okay. Now you can see that now my title block is looking bigger. It's looking bigger. So I can reposition this if I want. I can reposition this if I want. So now I have what I need. Now something is dropping down here. So I'm going to drag this. I'm going to drag this to my screen. Okay, so I think this is probably unnecessary now that I have uh, this label here. So the reason why this label is showing is because if you double click here, we chose isometric view. So we clicked on this toggle label visibility. That's why it's showing. So if you want it to show, if you don't want it to show, you can take it off. So depend on what you want. So okay, you can put this as any text that you want, whatsoever you want, you can just put here. But I'm just putting isometric view, which is a repetition of what is here. All right, so now what I have now, I have my drawing sheets already made. Label has been done. Part list, my title block has been done. You can put text. Then also another thing you might also want to add is, let's assume you have other drawings you would like to just chip in into this your drawing sheet. You can go to annotation, start sketch, select the view. Then you are free to also make some additional drawings. Uh, you are free to also make some additional drawings based on what you want. Finish sketch. You can see additional drawings can also be made on this, but I really don't want this to be part of what I on my drawing sheet. So just in case that's what you want, you can do that. So finally, I'm going to convert this to PDF. So to do that, go to File, Export, PDF. Where do you want it to be saved? General Crack Assembly Sheets. Okay, let me just call it isometric drawing. Isometric drawing, then save. So I'll go to my folder to confirm that. I'll quickly go to my folder to confirm that. Then now you can see I have my drawing well labeled and everything done perfectly. All right, thank you so much. If you have really enjoyed this tutorial, remember to subscribe and also share with your friends. See you in our next video.